Dear students, welcome to the today's topic, process of planning. See the fourth chapter, planning. See planning, thinking or deciding in advance about the future courses of action with regard what to start, when to start, where to start and how to start, and to bridge the gap between where we are, where we want to be. Planning is very important. See, all business activities starts through planning, through formulation of certain plans, generating certain ideas, certain techniques, certain strategies. To increase the efficiency of the business organization and to increase the growth rate and long run sustainability of business organizations, planning is very essential. Hence, planning is the foremost important step and foremost important function for all day-to-day business activities. Especially the strategic management of the business organization and to reach and achieve certain goals and objectives of the business, planning is very important. And to take proper decisions in the organization, especially in the decision making process, plans are very important. Planning is very important. To choose, to select and to go ahead with any business activities, planning is very crucial, planning is very essential. Why planning? To organize resources properly, to provide proper directions to the employees, and to instruct employees towards attainment of organizational goals and objectives. Planning is very important. So, the first function in the management, that is planning. Dear students, in the planning already we have discussed meaning of planning and features of planning and merits and demerits of planning, or pros and cons of planning, or advantages and limitations of planning, or constraints of planning process. Already we have discussed in the previous class. Today we go ahead with the process of planning, also called the process of decision making. Dear students, process of planning also called the process of decision making. This is the decision making process or the planning process. See, in the planning process there are 7 steps. All proprietors, all decision makers and the top level management, they should go ahead with 7 steps. They must follow 7 steps to bring new ideas, new plans, new projects and new strategies to the business organizations. The first one is establishment of business objectives or establishment of organizational objectives. Always the planning process starts with establishment of business objectives and ends by follow-up and action. Dear students, the first step or the foremost important step in the planning, establishment of business objectives, and second one is development of planning premises or development of premises. Third one is collection of alternatives. Fourth one is evaluation of collected alternatives, and fifth one is selection of best alternative after the evaluation, and sixth one is after the selection of best alternative, implementation or execution, and the last one is follow up and action. Dear students, now let me provide brief information to the each and every steps of planning. See, the first step, establishment of business objective. So here the top level people, before they formulate plans, they must establish the organizational objectives. Here organizational objectives may be the departmental objectives or the objectives of organizational projects. To reach the objective here, plans are very important. Always the planning process related to attainment of goals and objectives. So here, firstly, the management must establish organizational goals and objectives, or departmental goals and objectives, or the goals and objectives of organizational projects. Here, what is objective? See, objective means the desired future goal which company would like to reach or achieve is called objective. Objective means the desired future goals of the organization which company would like to reach or would like to accomplish or would like to complete, would like to fulfill is called objective. And the management, they set objectives in the form of qualitative as well as quantitative. Qualitative objectives and the quantitative objectives, and the management, they used to establish the feasible business objectives or the possible business objectives. That is the first step, establishment of business objective. We can give some examples to the business objectives. Increasing profit by 20% or 40%, or increasing market share, or expansion of business organization, or the establishment of new business unit, or increasing production capacity by 40% or 50%, or production of new product, or increasing their product line, that is diversification of business. So all these are the best examples for business objectives. Generally, the business people, they have certain objectives. They have certain objectives in their business, that may be increasing profit, or establishing new business unit, or diversification of business, or increasing market share, or increasing their turnover, or increasing number of customers to the product. All these called bunch of objectives or bundle of objectives of business organization. To reach the bundle of business objectives or the bunch of business objectives, what we need? We need planning. Why planning? To accomplish the organizational goals and objectives in time, or on time accomplishment of organizational objectives. Each and every owner, each and every proprietor, each and every member of top level management must establish the objective. To reach the objective, planning is very important, and planning process is very important to make organizational activities very proper and very effective. Dear students, after the establishment of business objective, so here the business objective, let me identify. For example, here the business objective is production of new product. Production of new product, that is soap. Production of new product, soap. This is the business objective. To reach this, next one is development of planning premises. After the establishment of objective, development of planning premises. Here, development of planning premises. Premises means making certain assumptions. Making certain assumptions about the business. Making certain assumptions about the future. Future. Related to demand, related to market supply, related to tax rate, related to interest rate, related to consumer taste and preference. Regarding external environmental changes, here assumptions are very important, predictions are very important. So development of planning premises, this is the second step in the planning process. Here development of planning premises is nothing but assumptions about the future, assumptions about our business, assumptions about the future demand, assumptions about future market supply, assumptions about the future's consumer taste and preference. I mean changes in consumer taste and preference, changes in technological environment, changes in political, socio-cultural, legal, everything. Assumptions. Right? Predictions called development of planning premises. Why assumptions? Why development of planning premises? To bring and to implement suitable and very effective plans to achieve organizational goals and objectives. So here assumptions are very important. To choose the best plans and to select the best business plans, strategies and ideas, here assumptions are very important. Predictions are very important. That too, predictions and assumptions about the future business conditions are the predictions and assumptions about the future changes or the upcoming changes, or foresight thinking, forecasting, that is related to our second step, development of planning premises. After the development of planning premises, next one is collection of alternatives. To reach our business objective, that is production of soap, new product, here collection of alternatives. We collect so many business plans from various sources through scanning of external environment, through market observation, through knowing and achieving information about the consumer taste and preference, and through 24/7 observation on the external changes and external environment. Collection of alternatives. We get some alternatives. We collect so many business ideas. I mean, the feasible business ideas or possible business ideas. That is collection of alternatives. So, for the collection of alternatives, environmental study, environmental scanning, environmental analysis, stakeholder study, stakeholders' opinion collection, these are very important. So, after the collection of alternatives, I mean plans or business ideas, what is next? Evaluation of alternatives. Example, already we have collected 10 plans. 10 plans we have collected. Now, we need to choose only one. We need only one plan. Don't want 10 plans. To choose the best plan, to choose the very effective plan among collected plans, evaluation is very important. Here, evaluation means risk and return analysis, feasibility study. We conduct experimentation. We analyze the risk factors. We analyze the possible return, the possible profit, the possibility of occurrence of losses or inadequate profit, and computation. Totally, we analyze positives and negatives. We analyze strengths, weakness, opportunities and threats of collected 10 plans. That is called evaluation. Evaluation means analysis, or analyzing the risk and return, analyzing strengths, weakness, opportunities and threats, or proper experimentation, evaluation. So, after the evaluation of collected alternatives, management, they move towards the next step, that is selection of best alternative. After the evaluation, the management or the top level people, they get the clarity, they get the exact statistics regarding selection of best alternative. So here the selection of best alternative based on two criteria. One is less risk, more return. The plan or the idea which gives more return and takes less risk, that will be selected. So selection of best alternative based on two criteria. One is less risk and more return. So here what is selection? Selection means picking the best plan or choosing the best plan among the evaluated alternatives. After the evaluation, we can select the best plan among the available plans. After the selection of best plan, what is next? Implementation. Here implementation means converting plan into action. Converting plan into action means execution of plans, or we work on the plans, or we give plans to the employees of the organization. to go ahead with day-to-day activities. So here implementation of plan means conversion of plan into action or execution of plan. Here allocation of resources, purchase of resources, organizing, staffing process, everything will active. We start other functions of management in this sixth step, that is implementation. For the implementation of plans, we need resources, we need manpower, we need departments, we need everything. That is implementation. After the implementation of plans, what is next? Follow up and action. Here follow up and action for corrections purpose, to ensure our results, to check our results, to check the efficiency and effectiveness of implemented plans. Follow up and action is very important. Here follow up and action means we check the implemented plans and we check the results of implemented plan, or we check the efficiency of implemented plan, whether the plan is moving towards our goals and objectives or not. If our plans are moving according and towards our goals and objectives, we go ahead with the same plans. We continue with the same plans. If the plan is not taking resources towards the goals and objectives, again action. Here action means we change the plans and we edit the plans and we make certain changes, and again we go for environmental scanning. This is all we do. So follow up and action, this is related to verification or checking the performance of implemented plan to ensure whether plans are moving according to the goals or not, whether plans are moving towards the objective or vision or not. If plan is moving towards the vision or objective, we continue the same plans. If plan is not moving towards our objective, we bring certain changes. So this is the regular process. This is continuous process. It works regularly and continuously in day-to-day business activities. That is our planning process. So planning process, this is very regular. It occurs regularly in day-to-day activities of the business organization to take effective decisions. My dear students, planning process very, very essential to take best decisions over organizational problems. To take best decisions to reach organizational vision and objectives. To take best decisions for the attainment of objectives. Totally, planning is very important for the growth and development of business organization in the form of increasing profit, increasing turnover, maximization of sales, growth rate, everything, all positives, all the developmental activities of the business and business growth and development totally pertaining to the first function, planning. Thank you, my dear students. Thanks for watching. Do share, subscribe and comment.